So back in May, we introduced you to young Broadway star Layla Capers, who held nightly concerts on her porch as a way to thank first responders.
You're the engine that makes all things go, and you're always in disguise, my hero. I see your light.
I love Layla Capers. Well, we were 5 months later, and we wanted to check in with Miss Layla to see what she's up to, and it is no surprise that she's up to very big things. Young superstar here to tell us all about it. Good morning, Layla. How you doing?
Hey.
Morning. I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing well, and by the way, every time we hear that clip, I just am obsessed with hearing your voice. So we know you've been busy, right? But tell me, before we get to all your career moves, how your summer was. You know, are you still doing the porch performances as we head into the colder weather?
I ended up stopping doing the porch performances just so that I could take a little bit of a break and so that I can catch up with my family on school and all of that stuff. But we plan to continue to release more music. So from me, I think that's what I will be doing.
Good.
And Layla, a well-deserved break because you are a busy 11-year-old, but you are, after all, 11 years old. So you're doing a lot, but also going to school. So how is school going so far? Are you remote learning? What's the deal?
Well, I'm remote learning because I'm very close with my elders, my great-grandma, my grandpa, and my grandma. So I still want to be able to see them, and I want to stay safe, and I don't want to get anyone sick.
Yeah.
So I'm planning on doing remote learning for maybe the rest of the year so far.
All right, Layla. So, you know, last time we spoke, we learned that you were in The Lion King as the young Nala. You also had that role in School of Rock as well. So I have to ask you your thoughts right now because it was announced recently that Broadway is actually going to remain dark until May of 2021. I mean, that is just tough to hear because we love Broadway. We want to see you back on the stage, right? So what were your thoughts when you heard the news?
Well, when I heard that Broadway was going to be shutting down for a little bit longer, it was very sad for me because on and off stage, Broadway is so much fun. But Broadway is a little bit different for kids than it is for adults because we have height requirements and I can't control whether my voice ends up maturing or I get too tall because it's a part of growing up and it's a part of who I am. And some of my family and friends didn't get to see me in The Lion King. And it was just really sad. And I didn't get to take my final bow and do all of the fun things that you get to do right before your last show.
I know, but you know what? You've been keeping really busy during the pandemic. Even though you're not old enough to vote, we're coming up on the election. It's so important, right? And so you're doing your part. You hosted a voter registration drive 2 weeks ago during one of those porch performances. And I want to show some video for everybody and how it all went down. Take a look.
So high, I almost touched the sky. Thank you, thank you, thank God for you. The wind beneath my wings. Now, I would like to introduce our New York State Senator, Mr. Jamal Bailey.
This is the most critical election of our lifetime, not just because of who's in the White House, it's because of who's on the courts. And we saw with the death of the notorious RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, that judges matter.
I mean, you had a crowd there that night, right?
I was going to say, so powerful. Obviously, your voice is beautiful, but the fact that you've created your own platform, really your own forum out there, hearing that round of applause, it sounded like a lot of people. So did a lot of folks actually register to vote that evening?
Well, someone that's very special to me registered to vote. My great-grandfather, who's almost 90 years old, had registered to vote for the very first time. So it was so special for me and my family.
Wow. Layla, I mean, you're having such an impact right now. And also, you released some new music, and we can't not listen to it. It has a very clear message. Again, everybody remember, you're 11 years old. New single is called Just Wanna Be Heard. Take a listen.
I wanna be heard when no one else is listening. I wanna be heard when no one else is listening. Will you listen to me? Will you listen to me? Will you listen?
My goodness, what a voice. So what inspired you? What's the story behind it?
Well, it's about a certain time in my life when I was learning about anxiety and things weren't going so well. So, my hope for this song is that it can connect with people who have something to say and just want someone to listen to them and to love and support them.
Layla, you are just 11, but clearly you have an old soul. I'm so curious. Obviously, we've been through a lot in these last 6 or 7 months. You've used your platform to be instrumental and influential in a lot of those causes. Voting, obviously, we've seen a lot of efforts for social justice. I can only imagine, what is next for you? What do you have planned?
Well, I plan on releasing a new single next month, and I think that's what I'm doing for right now. So stay tuned for that. But if you want to keep up with me and what I'm doing, you can follow me on my social media platforms. On Facebook, it's Layla Capers, and on Instagram, it's Layla_Capers.
There you go. Layla, we love you. You can come back anytime you
Absolutely.
want, okay? Last time your mom was behind the camera. Is she there today?
She's here,
Tell her where is she? Tell her we say hello.
Hey, Mom.
downstairs.
She's downstairs? All right. Hello, Mom. All right. Layla, good luck on everything, okay? Come back when the new single's out.
Okay, I will.
All right. Congrats. She's just
She's
adorable.
amazing.
Adorable. Doing everything right, you know?
Everything.